Christmas season, and of course, movie lovers just want to add color to all the festivities that's going on. There's concerts happening, there's parties here and there. It's Dead to December for a lot of people. But then what else? Great films. December is a big cash cow for box office. And of course, we know we are set to see a lot of great movies in the theaters. And one of those movies that, we're like looking with a microscopic lens right now is Palava. We see the Nollywood legend, RMD, Richard Mofe Damijo, in a way that you've really never seen him before. Now, he plays Osawanda, a high-life musician, in the middle of a resurgence whose life and family are just, turned upside down. Now, a scandal is revealed on the eve of his 60th birthday. How does the scandal affect everyone? Well, let's take a look at the trailer before I have my guests, Niyi Akpofure and Jemima Osunde, on the show.
Come here to party or what?
Let's go! Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on?
Just now, Santa Kiss, she come out pregnant.
I told everyone she's your girlfriend.
So please tell me, Osawanda, Wonder Boy, is she gonna go with this story? Is she gonna stick to it?
What does she want?
Now I want 15 million.
Mado, this is unfair. Your father tried to hide me.
Dad,
how can you be defending him?
There is no money for you and your son.
I'm the current girlfriend. All the runaway wives need to move.
If you have to be part of this family, you do better.
I am part of this family anyway I choose.
Do you actually think this is real?
Because I ain't real.
Me, I'm not available to babysit anybody, Sha. See, even if you shoot us now, you will still not see that money.
Yeah.
I've never seen such display of random disregard in all my life.
That screams a lot, but one word that comes to mind, definitely chaos. Let's talk about this. Jemima and Naya joins me right now on the show. Great to have you both. Thanks for coming on. Let's talk about Palava. Before we talk about the actual movie, I'm sure the director had an idea when he thought of the name Palava, but when you hear that word, I'm going to begin with you, Jemima. Palava, what comes to mind? Don't think about the movie, just Palava, what you think of.
Palava just sounds like chaos. Chaos, drama.
Okay, what about you, Naya? When you think Palava, what do you think of?
Almost the same thing, like so much trouble. Yeah, trouble.
Through your roles in this film, so I understand better. You're a couple, basically, who gets into really big trouble. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one you both are laughing. Give me details. Jemima.
How do we give you details without giving too many spoilers?
Yeah.
To be honest, I say he's the bad influence.
No, I was just going to say you're the bad influence. Like, that was exactly what I was going to say right now. Because
I'm the innocent one. Itohan, my character name is Itohan. I'd say she was naive and she was in love.
Okay, so
with that guy.
So let me tell you what I'm picking up now. I'm picking a couple, a young girl who probably was brought up in a rich home, meets this guy, I don't know where he's from, and then falls in love, and then he does something. I may or may not be correct because the movie, a lot of people haven't seen it yet and we do not want to give out spoilers. But seeing as you both had such intense chemistry, Naya, what would you say was the best part of, this part, the entire shooting process?
I would say, honestly, I really can't wrap my head around it because right from shooting and getting to live with the cast, like behind the scenes, there's so many things that happen that just puts the whole moment together to just form this big bundle of joy that you just can't forget, because it was a great time, honestly. Like, I was in the midst of like A-list Nollywood actors, and it was so amazing to share the stage, offsets, on screen and off screen with them, and It was awesome. It was awesome, and the fact that I got to play Jemimah's boyfriend. I mean,
I was waiting for that. Like, at what point do I hear my name?
Jemima and Neo. I don't know what's going on here, but you guys are telling me what I'm not even asking. Like, you guys are giving me details that I didn't even ask for.
Oh gosh.
What is all this? I didn't even ask the question. I didn't even need to ask. You guys are giving me details that I didn't even ask. But it's great. I hope you both are happy together. But in the meantime, Neo, I know that Nollywood is something that you're getting really, really big on. Is this a path you're willing to thread more like in a more permanent form, or is it just a one-side gig because now everybody does everything?
No. I've always wanted to be in the scene. I've always wanted to be deep in Nollywood. I feel like I was just talking with someone just a few moments ago, and I was like, if there's anything I really want to accomplish on the long run, I want to look at myself and say, look, I want to be able to say I can be one of the best action Nollywood actors. Do you understand? Like, I'm really trying to set a goal for myself to get there. Like, I'm seeing it like this is a big step for me, and trust me, I know I still have like a long way to go, and to God be the glory. Like, this is a great time for Nollywood, and there cannot be a better time. That's what I can say. There cannot be a better time.
Appreciate the fact that you're excited about the journey ahead.
But
Jemima, I'm curious, do you ever just feel like typecasted in the sense that there's always the kind of role that Jemima might fit into? Do you ever feel like that in the industry? Because you've been in here definitely longer than Neo has. I was just watching a movie that he did a while ago, earlier today. I'm trying to remember the name. It was with Falz, I think New Money or something. Do you ever just feel like, oh my goodness, again, this role is me, this is Jemima when you see a role? Do you ever feel that way?
So I feel like every time I get a script, from reading the script, immediately I'm just like, can I do this? People don't understand how much work you have to put in before you even get on set, before you even take the job. I think first thing is reading the script and seeing if you possibly can pull it off. I think one of the strengths of one major strength every actor should have is knowing what you're able to pull off at the point you're at in your career. There are certain characters that I will get now that will look like a big deal to a lot of people, and I might say no because I don't know that I'm able to pull that off yet. So I first of all try to see where I'm at, what I've learned, because it's a learning process. Every day you're learning on the job. It's not one size fits all. It's not a one-way thing for every project. You have to learn. Every day you're learning something new. So when I get a script and I read it, I immediately analyze myself. Is this something I can pull off? Emotionally, am I able to pull off this, emotion I'm supposed to put across? And then if I'm able to do that, if I think I can, the next thing is to picture this as a human being. I try to humanize every character. In my head, it's not fictional. This is not just someone's writing. Yes, it is, but it's also somebody's reality. Someone out there is living this life. So in as much as it's just a job for me, I try to remember that that's somebody's reality, and I think that helps me a lot in channeling it. It helps me realize that, it's not far-fetched. Someone out there will watch this and be like, oh my God, that's me. Oh my God, this was my life last year. Oh my gosh, I can relate to that. And that helps me. It makes it more tangible for me, and I hope that makes sense.
Of course it does. So based off of what you've said, 2022 was definitely a year we saw great movies in Nollywood. And one thing I really appreciate is the fact that, some of these movies actually wanted to tell a certain story or send a certain message. So when you look at Palava, let's categorize it now. What message, and I'm going to start with you, Neo, would you say Palava is trying to tell? What story is it sending? Is it just vibes, chills, hilarious? It's not that deep. Just go and enjoy yourself. Or are we looking at a real issue here that it's trying to address?
Yeah, I feel like Palava is one movie that actually shows us like the real essence, like the real importance of love in a family. It shows you that love can break and love would also make. Because I don't want to give too many spoilers, but the whole essence of Palava, I mean, you can already tell that there's so much wahala, right? But at the end of the day, you cannot take away the most important element that was able to pull everything together, which is the love. And there is no family that doesn't need love. That's why we're trying. So me personally, I believe like it's a great family movie because everybody will go into the cinema, watch it, and they realize that, oh, there was a time Daddy was doing this, or there was a time Mom was doing this. But at the end of the day, there's just one thing that would happen that we just reconstruct that love backwards, and family's just gonna like flame up again. So yeah, I feel like they are really, really, really trying to show that look, love is all you really need in a family.
I mean, I can list a whole bunch of things that a person needs, but I totally get where you're coming from. Now, Jemima, you both have spoken extensively well about, Palava. If I'm being honest, let's be real, okay? You guys are actors in the film. I don't think you're going to say anything bad about it. You're going to be like, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. And it possibly is. Jemima, what I really want to know is, what is the most unexpected thing about this movie that would not sound like, you were just again in love with the film that you just did? Something unexpected, something real, perhaps a time on set where you had an uncomfortable experience or something that just really stood out for you. It doesn't have to be bad, it could be good, but just something relatable that you would say this movie is going to give to other people out there. Because right now it just sounds like, oh, hey guys, go watch the movie, it's great, we're in the film, let's get it, let's bring it home.
Oh, sorry, I've lost you there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, can you hear me now?
I do not hear you.
Okie doke. How about we do this? Let's take a look at Palava trailer one more time, and when we return, I will have reconnected with my guest in our Lagos studio, and we'll keep up with this conversation. Take a look at the trailer for Palava.
Come here to party or what?
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on?
Just now, Santa Kitchen come out. Pregnant.
I told everyone she's your girlfriend.
So please, tell me, what's a wonder boy? Is she gonna go with this story? Is she gonna stick to it?
What does she want?
Now I want 15 million.
Mado,
This is unfair. Your father tried to hide me.
Dad.
How can you be defending him?
there is no money for you and your son.
I'm the current girlfriend. All the runaway wives need to move.
If you have to be part of the family, you do better. I am part of this family anyway I choose. Do you actually think this is real? Because I ain't really.
Me, I'm not available to babysit anybody, Sha. See, even if you shoot us now, you will still not see that money.
I've never seen such display of random disregard in all my life.